Let's turn our attention to Montezuma Mesa. It is time to check out what's happening with Aztec football and the Red and Black. We are happy to welcome into the program, fresh off the practice field. They just got done with a 7 to 9 evening practice. The junior Aztec Warrior, Rene Siluano, is our guest here on Double X 1090. Rene, Craig Elston back here in our Mira Mesa studios. Thanks a lot for a few minutes tonight.
Hey, thanks a lot, Craig. Nice to be on the air.
It's our pleasure, absolutely. How was practice going this evening? I tell you what, I don't live too much further down I-8 there in La Mesa, so I know that you're dealing with some hot August nights.
Oh, man, the beginning of practice is always scorching, breaking a big sweat. And, man, if you don't live too far, you should come out and watch one if you have a chance.
Well, as soon as I get done with doing these talk shows, buddy, I'll be out there. You know, can't be two places at once.
Yep, that's right.
Well, I tell you, I'm excited. I was at Media Day. I had the chance to talk with a number of your teammates, and just following this group and seeing how you guys are evolving. I was saying it on the air last night, Rene. I'm really excited about this year, and I don't know if people in San Diego have yet warmed up to what's happening with Aztec football, but I feel like you guys really are kind of a special group because you have the opportunity to take the torch from a really established group that did some great things and went to a couple of bowl games and really take the next step with this program together.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You know, first and foremost, the program lies on our seniors. We look up to them. They're our leaders. They've been through the struggles, so, they're the leaders of this team. But, we're just out here. Big things are happening for us. We're on the rise right now. And like we say every day, you got to live for the moment. You got to live in this moment. Everybody's watching us right now, and we're just going to go out there this year and get it done, just like we have.
Rene, your junior season here, and for Rocky Long as well, coming in first, obviously, as a defensive coordinator under Brady Hoke, but now in his second year as head coach. That 3-3-5 scheme, we always hear it takes 2 to 3 years to really master it. Where do you feel you are now in terms of your overall comprehension of what Coach Long wants you to do out there?
Personally, I feel, I know the defense pretty well in and out, but, obviously not as good as Coach Long, but I don't want to jinx myself. You can always get better. There's always room for improvement mentally and physically. So I'm going to stick in with the scheme and everything. It's a good scheme, good defense, but we can always get better every day.
Now, when I bring you on, I mention Aztec Warrior, and someone might just go, oh, Craig's being cheeky and saying he's the Aztec Warrior. But Warrior is actually a position in this defense, right?
Yeah, Aztec and Warrior are 2 positions in this defense.
So what exactly does the Warrior do?
Well, see, there is 2 Warriors, and then there's 1 Aztec. So the 2 Warriors are kind of like strong safeties who come down, and the Aztec's more of, he's like a deep linebacker sort of, It's you just got to know the defense, I guess.
See? If it takes you 2 to 3 years to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
It's going to take me 2 to 3 questions at least.
It doesn't take 2 to 3 years if you do it every single day for, as long as I've been here.
That's exactly right. Rene Siluano is our guest here on San Diego Sports Leader Double X 1090 off the practice field for Aztecs football. And the Aztecs getting ready to open things up, of course, in Washington against UW. That's going to be a really exciting game. And I know every year you come in and you're thinking about every game on the schedule, but that first game is the one that you get to spend the whole summer chewing on. So you get the chance to take on one of the top quarterbacks in the country right out of the chute.
Oh, yeah. Looking at him on field, he's a very, very good player, very good player. Athletic, can throw the ball, reads defenses. But I'm not going to put our team down either. We're a pretty good team, too. And come September 1st, it's going to be a really, really good game in Seattle.
Now, Rene, I've had the opportunity to call a number of your games in high school when you were with the Oceanside Pirates, whether it be Time Warner Cable Sports or Internet or here on the radio on Double X. And I've always known you as a guy who just has had that knack to find the football at the right time, whether it's a big play in the end zone, whether it's a huge turnover right when your team needs it. What is it that creates that for you?
I have a feeling you're talking about the 08 CIF championship game against Helix.
I have a feeling I am, Rene.
Yeah. You do what you're taught, what the coach tells you to do. And whatever the coach tells you to do, it's usually going to take you to the play or put you in a spot to make a play. So, if you just follow your assignments, you should be good.
You're behind right now. You're learning under one of the country's great defensive minds in Rocky Long. What did John Carroll teach you at Oceanside that helped you make that translation to the college game?
Oh, my goodness. Coach Carroll, words can't even explain how much he taught me when I was there for my 4 years. Besides football, he taught me, responsibility, integrity, work ethic, and just all that stuff. And transferring over to college to the college football, it's much more intense and time consuming, and you got to follow a certain schedule, and just all the things he taught me on and off the field, just all correlate together. I mean, I'm stuck. I can't even think of the words for how much he taught me.
I mean, he's just such a role model. Not, and like you said, it's not just as a football man, but almost as a kind of a father figure to you guys, right?
Yeah, exactly. He was always, there. Somebody's hurt or needed help. He was never. I can't even explain, to be honest. I'm sorry, I'm stuck right now, but we went through so much in 4 years in high school. Man.
Did you ever find a morning, though, Rene, when his throat didn't sound like it was about to break?
He yelled a lot, and his voice could get pretty squeaky. He's getting pretty old.
I know.
Hopefully he's not listening to this right now.
Maybe, hopefully he is. But every time I talk to him, it's always either at the end of a practice or the end of a game, and I always feel like he just gargled with broken glass before he talked to me. I'm like, man, this guy's vocal cords have got to be a thing to see.
Oh, by the end of the game, by the end of practice, when he talks, it feels like no air is coming out. It sounds like no air is coming out. Like that, something like that.
Does Rocky ever lose his voice?
Never. Never.
Never lose your cool.
You can always hear Coach Long.
Rene, I'm really enjoying the conversation. Thanks so much for a few minutes, man. I'm really looking forward to the season as well. It starts September 1st up in Washington, but 7 home games this year for the San Diego State Aztecs, and we're going to have Mick McGrain on from the Mountain West Conference website later to break down the football season. But I'm just looking at your schedule, and I think, hey, you take care of business at home, you're going to a bowl game.
Yeah. Just everybody in San Diego County, come out to them games. Support the Aztecs, because out on that football field this year, we're going to show everybody out there. We're going to prove everybody wrong who's doubted us, and, we're going to be something special.
Rene,
we're working out here every day.
I look forward to seeing you at some of the Tuesday media get-togethers and also at the games at the Q.
All right. Thanks, Greg.